This is episode 10 of the Sec Report.
Let's go. Welcome back to the Sec Report. I am your host, Crazed, writer, producer, author, guest, entrepreneur. And I'm here with my co-host of the Sec Report. My favorite person in the world should be yours too. Squishy.
What's up, y'all? Crazed, you forgot to say you like a living, breathing technical difficulty. You
Yeah, that too.
never get nothing right.
That is true. That is true. I was thinking about calling myself LL Cool Craze.
Ooh. What's the LL stand for, though?
I just got to change the LL to AL.
AL.
Always losing.
Ooh.
Always lose and manage to play it cool. And I
Okay.
never win for shit.
Mindset is everything. You always think you're going to lose, so you're going to lose.
Don't always think I'm going to lose. I approach everything positive. It just don't ever work out that way. I do everything with a positive approach. It's just I
Sure.
always get disappointed. I get disappointed by people. You're disappointed by everything. So, just like I'll give you an example. You have a friend that was successful and will give you the credit for your success, but you ask the same friend for a small favor as just introducing you to somebody else, and then they can't even do that. It just be little shit like that that made me disappointed.
That
But
sounds wildly specific.
it is what it is. Who cares?
Mhm.
I don't give a fuck no more. I really like over the past since the last time we spoke in Sec Report fans, I've developed a level of I don't give a fuck that's just out of control.
Mm.
But
That healthy?
I don't know. I don't know who is healthy or unhealthy for yet. It's just where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
But so what have I been doing since I've been going? Well, I've had a birthday.
Oh,
I turned 42 August 29th.
congratulations.
Yeah, didn't do shit. Was probably the worst birthday of my life.
Mm.
The worst. Shit, I ain't even gonna stay probably. It was the worst birthday of my entire life. I always have like really bad birthdays, but this one was like hands down the worst.
Mm.
So I could say like this probably been the last worst 3 months of my motherfucking life if I think about it. This journey into 42 has not started. I like to count my birthdays as my New Year's. Like I don't really go by like my birthday is my New Year. Like the start of this new year for me has not been off to anything great. But I put my head down. I just been working. I worked on a couple things. I've been keeping up with what's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
Saw the fight. Did you
Oh,
see the fight?
ew. I'm
What
sure
you
we'll
thought
get into
about the
that a little
fight?
later. Oh, you want to get
Yeah,
into it now?
yeah, now. Yeah. What you thought about the fight? I mean, we
Baby.
got to cover the stuff that, but we've been going for like 3 weeks, so we got to kind of let people know, like, yo, what we've been. Before we get into what we came here to talk about, we kind of got to catch the people up. So, like, what happened since we've been going? We had the fight, the Canelo versus
A
Bud
lot has
fight.
happened. Yeah.
So what you think about the fight?
Auntie was asleep. It was too late. I did not
Yo,
catch it. And I went back to watch it like again on Netflix. I didn't make it. I'm working on it. But I'm
uh,
happy with the outcome. I was pulling for Bud. I'm happy he did his doggone thing.
he surprised me.
Did he? Why? I kind of
I,
figured he
I
would win.
honestly, I'll keep it a buck. When they first announced the fight, I was like, oh, Canelo kind of bigger than Bud. I don't know. And then when they did the face off, and I think that, oh, he's not. Once I think that he wasn't bigger than Bud, I said, oh, yeah, Bud gonna win this. I didn't realize he was gonna kick his ass from
Mm,
start to finish, and he did everything but knock him out. But
hmm
he kicked his ass from start to finish. Like Canelo ain't have not a shot in hell to win that fight. But
So
it was
what was
still
all
a
that
good
running
fight.
people
It
were
was a competitive fight, but it wasn't a back and forth fight at all. It wasn't at no point did you question who was gonna win this fight. It wasn't an exciting fight in the sense of like, oh, we watching two people go at it. It was exciting in the sense of Canelo didn't give up, but he got his ass
okay.
kicked.
So what was all that running people were talking about Bud was doing? Was he really running?
No, he wasn't running on. If you watch the Floyd fight, he just took Floyd's strategy and took it up. See, it's a difference. Like people that run don't hit. He was hitting Canelo.
Okay.
Like he didn't run from shit. He was hitting Canelo. Canelo just couldn't counterpunch because he wasn't standing in the same place.
Mm,
Canelo is a power like he was coming towards him. Who gonna stand there and let this dude come towards me? I'm not saying I'm gonna bop bop and I'm gonna get out. It wasn't running. And then once he
okay.
felt this power and realized, oh, he can't hurt me, all that shit was dead. So anybody who's saying that Bud was running, they capping. They ain't watched the whole fight.
Okay.
Once Bud took that shot and felt his power, it wasn't no more of that shit. Bud was tearing him up. So
Okay.
pause. Um, we had Game go up to the Breakfast Club acting a damn fool again.
Oh, that was comedy. That was entertainment through and through.
I only thing I would take from that is Charlotte, I told you niggas was looking at you funny about all that weird shit you be saying, yo. James said the quiet part out loud. A lot of niggas feel that way about Charlemagne. Niggas just won't say it to him. And I don't know if it's like I said, I don't know if he hanging around, White Boy and all of them over there at Flagrant and they into they type of comedy and that weird shit they be on. But bruh, like at some point, bro, like that shit be too much. Like Charlemagne be too comfortable. Too comfortable. And I get it. Everybody got whatever they stand on and what they stand on. I ain't got to each his own, but don't that shit was hilarious. But
So that's the only
disappointing.
thing you took from that
And
whole interview?
also I took that Dame had I was so disgusted with Dame at this point. It was just like they say that saying, never meet your idols. It just at this point it's just like damn bro, like I want aspire to be like, and I'm watching you crash out like this, like and just the crave for attention and the contradiction and it was just crazy and just like in that moment me and one was talking about this shit, right?
Mhm.
And recently we were talking about some of our friends that we grew up with and we was like, yo, you ever been around niggas and you in conversation and you realize like, yo, they still where they was at age 24, 25.
Mhm.
Like you ever like and you be like, oh shit, they still there. Like didn't get a chance to live past that. They weren't forced to evolve.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? Like if you send a nigga to a jail when he's 15, he's not gonna, even if he in jail for 50 years, he's not gonna come home. You get what I'm saying? It's like certain people just stay stuck in that space.
Mhm.
And he still thinks he's Dame Dash.
I get exactly what you're saying.
And I think that the more he tried to prove that he's Dame Dash, like the more he tried to prove that he's Dame Dash, the more crazy you look, bro. Like, it's not even funny no more. Like, it's not even. It's just like you just look weird at this point. You crashing out bad,
That's what I was thinking. He is spiraling.
like bad for attention though.
Attention is a hell of a drug. I keep telling y'all. Attention is something else.
Attention, because it ain't about money.
Mm-mm.
It's attention. Like you really just, and then it makes sense. Like the niggas who always wanted the attention thing to be the crash out.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Everybody who was always starving to jump in front of the camera, being at the Mario limelight, uh, trying to like they all crashed out. Puff, Dame. Not gonna say another name, but if you pick your favorite hype man, favorite person who was trying to be all in the video, it wasn't just Puff. We know who these people are,
Yeah.
but we watched them at the spotlight. Them, they started. You know what I mean? Puff was
Mm-hmm.
just a victim of his own freaky shit. He should have just paid that girl, but you know what I mean? But even in that, his arrogance caused this crashed out. Him not paying that girl over arrogance. You know what I mean? So I think when they lose that limelight, they lose that. I, I think, I think it becomes bad. You know what I mean? Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Dame though, man. Like, I would love to have a conversation. I ain't important enough, but if I was to
Never
ever have
know.
a conversation with cuz like what he need is somebody around him who really don't give a fuck about who you were. They give a fuck about who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it sounds like the people who he got around him give too much of a fuck about who he was rather than who he was and who he is now. Like
Mm-hmm.
get you some people that's at where you at right now. That's gonna talk to you. That's gonna check you in a space. You can't still have people trying to check you in a space like you would before when you're not in that space. Even no matter how bad you want to think you there, you not. Like he did his last interview. He had an eye patch over. You just like bro, you old. Like and then it's like I was explaining like. These motherfuckers partying, drinking, drugging, like doing that shit, going tour, not sleeping right. All of this shit catch up to you, bro. If you don't go get you a family, settle down, get a different lifestyle, get healthy, start doing shit that you supposed to do at that age, and you still out drinking, partying, shit catch up to you. You watching it in real time. So like, I
Mm.
thought when he started the health movement, that was like some dope shit because he could have I'm not gonna little what he's doing now, but like what his thing, what he was pitching with health was like important because we needed to see one of us from that era, from hip hop, going through diabetes, going through you get what I'm saying, and putting a spotlight on. Like I think you should have stayed over there and just focused in that lane, and guess what? You would have got so much further. Like know what I mean? Because we need a voice over there. Shit is real. You could tell by the political climate that's going on. But while I was going, for those of you who don't know, this whole six sack movement is a movement of people, but a collective of one. So anything that you see me doing is all me. There's no editors. There's no social media team. There's no so if I'm shooting a podcast, whether it's this, whether it's with the shit, whatever we doing, music, books, the animation videos, any social media posts, it's all me. Nobody helps. Like from the caption down to the time the post goes up, it's all me. So me having to do so much, like a friend told me, like sometimes you gotta stop and just prioritize certain things. I was doing too much. So I took time to finish a book series, which was 12 noon. Um, then I was working on something about the Trump administration that I thought like I was going to like kind of sit on and then just like release it at the end of this his term because I was kind of watching what he was doing because I was like, yo, this nigga really trying to do some shit. Like this nigga trying to do some Putin shit. He's gonna be in the United States of Russia in a minute. And when uh that happened to homeboy, Charlie Kirk, and I seen how crazy it got outside, I said, nah, I locked in. And like in 3 days, maybe 4 days, I finished the book and I call it Death of a Democracy. You know what I mean? And it break down, I show you exactly, and this book ain't for political pundits, it ain't for none of you, because I'm not one of those. I'm not no lawyer, I'm not none of that. This book is for everybody in street urban culture to get this book. And if you understand blooding, cripping, vice lording, GD, whatever you do, uh, street pharmaceutical rap, hustling, whatever you doing, if you want a crash course in politics in your language so you can understand why like it's important that we step up, not on no Republican, Democrat shit. Fuck all that shit. Like they 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 gang banging right now.
Mm.
And we need to know that we don't necessarily need to pick a style, but we need to take a stand. If more than before, like more than ever before, like we need to take a stand because like if these niggas don't start gang banging the way they gang banging, like our gang banging is gonna be irrelevant. It ain't gonna be about none of this shit no more. So I wanted to break it down and put it in our language so that our people could get it and digest it and understand what's really going on and see the play for what's really happening. You get what I'm saying? And not have to understand, political terms and this and that. Nah, I want to give you straight with no chaser so you can articulate it to yourself and say, oh, okay, this what they doing? Oh, word? Oh, that's how, oh, that's what, all right. So maybe it may inspire you to want to go vote, participate in your local election, get involved in all that. You know what I mean? Because it's important. Now, as we switch over to this situation with Charlie Kirk, uh, I'm going to start by saying I'm a firm believer in whatever you put out into the universe comes back. May not come back the way you want it or the way you expect it, but whatever you put out into the universe, whatever type of energy you project, it comes back. Um, I don't, at age 42, as a father of three children that I love very much and that I want to be here for, that keep me motivated every day, I don't want to see no father taken away from his kid under no term. But if we're gonna be talking what we talking, you can't make nobody feel. You can't tell. This ain't. I don't know if y'all familiar with it, but you know about in North Korea when they make the people cry. This felt real North Koreanish. You know what I mean? So you gonna tell me that?
How so?
Okay, so if homie, I don't know if you familiar with old boy. Are you familiar with old boy?
Mhm.
With some of the shit that he was preaching and all that.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So if I have a problem with that, and if I choose to say, And I'm not saying you should disrespect anybody's death, but I'm also well aware that God forbid something happen to me. I know for a fact it's about 2, 3 people that's gonna be like, fuck that nigga. I know that. I don't expect them to say any different.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Think that when you and it's some people who I don't know, who just know I'm a Crip and just hate Crips and just gonna be like, fuck Craig because he was a Crip. I expect as a Crip and me letting standing on the fact that I'm a Crip, I expect that. So if this man was running around talking about people, offending people, you don't think that he expected the people who he offended, who he spoke about, to be like, yeah, well,
No. I mean, it makes sense. I'm just saying I don't think they expected that.
and here's why it's hypocritical. Because I did some research. You know what happened when MLK got killed? Them crackers celebrated. They celebrated. They had a ball until we started rioting. See, they don't tell you that, right?
Mhm.
And then it had to be calming down, right? But what was the difference? That was one of them that killed one of us. See, like, and then you think about when Malcolm X got killed, and they flipped it, and they made it look like it was us killing us, and tried to incite something, but something went. It didn't go their way. Didn't go their way. I think people seen through that shit, and over the years, you get what I'm saying? And now seeing them scramble at the confusion of one of them killing one of them, and a conversation ain't about white on white crime. It ain't been about white on white crime the whole time. How many of these most recent mass shooters or these homeboy that shot the health Luigi, white boy, killed another white man. You don't see what's happening, and now it's becoming, oh, they're murderers, they're this, they're that. But that's what y'all do. Anytime that you try to force authoritarian rule over democracy, this fucking country was built off of rebellion. What do you
Was.
think is gonna happen, Trump?
Mhm.
I'm gonna speak to MAGA because MAGA seem to be with gang banging right now. Like they full fledged on gang banging right now. See, what y'all don't understand about gang banging is though, when you come in and you try to forcibly take somebody's shit, naturally gonna revolt. They gonna revolt. But what y'all keep underestimating is, and I think what y'all keep forgetting is that y'all keep fucking with the minorities. We still the minorities, us, the Mexicans, the Hispanic. No matter how much they want to tell you, oh, they losing the country. This last election showed you we still the minorities in this bit. But what y'all not counting is that them same people who riding with y'all don't want to be rude either. And once they figure out that you trying to rule over them, the only thing that's keeping them off their ass is they letting them keep their gun. That's it. The only thing. The minute the minute he takes away their guns, is they're flute, they shit. But that's the only thing that's keeping them off his ass. But they don't want to be ruled either. And the ones who waking up, I've got news flash for you. They wasn't on the left, because I ain't left for right, motherfucker. I don't get it. at this point. You get what I'm saying? Like, but I do get that homeboy in that office is wild. Like pulling people, like making open threats. This is game banging. This is some Russian shit. Like, go and look at. I put it in the book. I compared Putin shit. Like this shit Putin do. Like this is crazy. This nigga's bugging. He's being as gangster as he want about it, and nobody doing nothing. This shit make me real scared, Squish. And for the first time in my life, I could say I've been directly affected. You know how I've been affected by this shit. Niggas is losing bread. Like, shit is crazy out here right now. And on top of that, we gotta sit and let this nigga, like, spit in our face and tell him to strain it and not make no moves. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. But they little celebration that they had tonight, where they celebrated that man, where they applauded that man, where they got up there and spoke glowingly about that man. If you are a black man and you still got a Tesla after tonight, I'm looking at you super weird.
Mm.
Like, if you still if it was any real way like niggas could really get off that Twitter shit, like niggas need to get off. Like these motherfuckers is showing you exactly what they think about you, exactly what they on, exactly how they feel. And these niggas is all pedophiles. Like we sitting here acting like this is the most frustrating part. I'm gonna say this shit. And all these people with all these billions of dollars, we got all these hackers. These niggas is so smart. These niggas is out here getting credit card numbers, sending spam emails. One of you niggas hack them files, leak them shit, and save the fucking world rather than stealing somebody's grandmama credit card number and fucking up their credit. Do something positive with your talent. Let's go put that shit to use. Cause this shit going to shit. And if motherfuckers don't do something, that's the only thing. But the crazy part is how gangster you gotta be to know that somebody got a dead man, to know that somebody got a kill switch on you and you looking in everybody's face and laughing. That's what should scare everybody. That's what should make everybody pretty much afraid of what he has over the people who he's capitulating to be a part of what he got going on. That makes sense, Squishy?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm like pretty much established that this big dude, this Epstein dude was the biggest pedophile in the world, that was my homie. That was his homie on gang. And I get to walk freely and I'm on some gangster shit and I was able to get a whole bunch of motherfuckers to do my bidding knowing that I'm a pedo. Come on, bro. What you got on them? That's what make that shit more scary to me. It don't be necessarily him, it be what you got on the people that you were able to get them to protect you if that's what you did. Make sense? Like if you was that foul, what do you have on these people to get them to protect you if that's what you want? If we supposed to be all about protecting kids, if we just got Drake the fuck up out of here for the song, what you got the fuck on these niggas that they're willing to protect you being who you are? And that's the real problem. And that's why y'all should pick up Death of Democracy. Because that's what I break down. True essence of power. And which how you should always judge somebody's power. And how they handle it. And what you need to pay attention to. Squishy, what you think about all this bullshit that been going on?
I stay out the way. I feel so powerless. I just stay out the way, keep my head down, work, mind my business, and do what I do.
Fucking up everything. Nigga can't get no motherfucking grant. Nigga can't get shit jumping. Like this nigga fucking
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
fucking up money. Like niggas is losing contracts. Like it's scary out here, and nobody saying nothing.
mhm. And we can't get us to stick together. We'll talk all day, but there's never gonna be any action, in my opinion. Like I said, I feel very powerless.
No, the only reason why I don't feel powerless is because once you, like I said, you can't escape what this country was built. This country was built off of one thing: gangster shit. I say that all the time.
Mhm.
Gangster shit. And number one rule about gangster shit, and shout out to the colored glasses, he say the same shit, is you break the rules. Like, and the rebellion was we will not be controlled by nobody. This is a free and fair democracy.
Supposed to
And as
be.
soon as you start fucking with that, it don't matter what side you on. Like,
That's not what's happening, though. That's not
but what's happening is they gotta filter each other out before they get to us. That
mm,
like we gotta go down between them first.
mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like homeboy who shot homeboy, like that had to go down that way because they gotta go through themselves first. Like you can't destroy, like ain't no empire been destroyed from outside. That shit gotta get destroyed from within. So the whites gotta fight it out. They gotta flush each other out. They gotta stand in there and did what they gotta get to. We ain't got nothing to do with this shit at this point. It didn't get to us yet.
Agreed.
They gotta fight it out. They gotta fight it out. And what we gotta do is catch the ones that's coming out. Hey, homie, what side you on, homie? And if they fucking with us, we pull them in. And if they not, we hit them real time. Boop, boop, boop. Get them up out of there. That's what we got to do right now. That's what I'm trying to say. Like we gotta let them fight it out. That shit that went down, that shit gonna keep going down because they gonna be at civil war first. That shit gotta get destroyed from within. That shit gotta play out from within. All that pedophile shit, all of them, that whole everybody that was in that got something to do with that shit. Ain't none of them motherfuckers exempt from Clinton, all of them. But they gotta go through that shit first. All of that. They gotta filter themselves out. Once they do that, we get our turn. But we gotta let them filter themselves out. And we gotta catch them as they running out of the shit and they wounded. Hey, homie, what side you on? What's that you claim? Ask them what that they claim. They claim they fucking with us, we pull them in. If they not, then we pick them off. Gotta let them fight it out, y'all. So like, yeah, it's cool that we feel the way we feel because I'm a strong believer in keeping that same motherfucking energy. Like all the time. Like if I felt like that about you when you was here, I'm gonna keep that same energy when you was gone. I don't change just because you passed away. You get what I'm saying? Like it don't change for me. But when you start trying to censor free speech, when you start trying to put out public hits telling people to lock up your enemy. This nigga went on the stage today and said Charlie didn't hate his enemy, but I hate mine. That's not hate speech, Trump. But you trying to
Mhm.
censor hate speech? And then you at that earlier that yeah, it's hate speech until they talking about unless they're talking about they can talk about everybody else but me. Hey Trump, fuck you. Fuck you. They spoke about Jesus, nigga. Who the fuck is you? They hung Jesus, nigga. Who the fuck is you? We gonna go to break, man. Go make sure y'all go to sixseclife.com, pick up the new book. We got the merch package. We got some new merch on there. We got some new stuff coming. And Red Face Dragon single "No More Tears" hit the top 40 in Norway.
Oh, congratulations.
Country music.
Hmm.
Country music. We might be bringing Red Face on. Know what I mean, next week. We're going to be shooting a video for No More Tears. We're going to bring, yeah,
Oh,
y'all might see Crazed rap again.
uh-oh. Let's get it.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a break and come right back and get into sport and close the show out with the SNA. You heard?
I don't think Donald Trump wants another election.
And you think he's going to run again?
Don't give me. You don't. This is serious, guys. This is serious.
So it'll be Newsom Trump in 2018.
No. This guy doesn't believe in free, fair elections. He tried to wreck this country. Were you there, January 6th? I mean, he tried to light democracy on fire. He dialed for 11, almost 12,000 votes. Now he's doing it in plain sight. And people say, oh, just Trump being Trump. But people actually think this guy's serious about having another election? You think he's joking about 2028? You think when he brings foreign leaders to the Oval Office and he goes to the White House store, have you seen this? Anyone? Is it just me? And he shows them the 2028 hats? He's not being serious? Wake up. You will lose your country.
No, I don't ever wanna see you cry. Ooh, 6
If that clip hit, the book goes deeper. Democracies don't crush, they erode, label by label. Grab The Death of a Democracy, paperback plus Mata bundles at sixseclife.com or search it on Amazon. Read it, mark it up, pass it on today.
From the heart of Brooklyn to the soul of the streets. It's here, introducing the all-new CVY 25 collection, featuring the bold Brooklyn since day one design, a tribute to the home of the 6SEC life culture, next-level DTF prints, premium embroidery details, statement pieces that talk before you do, men's, women's, and unisex drops. Streetwear meets statement, only at 6seclife.com. CVY Studio. We don't follow trends. We create the frequency. Elite sportswear. Ready for a workout or brunch on Sundays? Use promo code AFINELINE at checkout to get 10% off your first order. Again, that's promo code AFINELINE at checkout to get 10% off. Shop now at 6seclife.com.
Ooh, 6SEC.
Cut. Come back. All right, we back from break. Squishy. So, you been paying attention to the Clipper situation?
Not really. I'm gonna be honest. No, not really.
You
I
ain't
heard
been paying
about it.
attention to what's been going on with Kawhi?
I heard about it. I heard, had some folk blow up his spot. It wasn't cool.
Okay,
I don't
so
know all the
probably
details.
Tory been snitching. First of all, what you got against the Clippers? Cause it's the fucking Clippers. They gotta cheat to get players. They the Clippers. How you expect the Clippers to play by the same rules as everybody? I don't care if he got the most money in the NBA. He bought the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll be mad if he owned the Knicks or the Lakers, but he bought the Clippers. No. Which you was falling asleep. You
Am I?
got to go. Yeah, I'm looking right at you.
No. I stifle a yawn, but I'm not going to sleep. Now you being
every
extra.
time I see you drifting, I'll be trying to throw it to you to get you to talk.
You being extra now. I did stifle a yawn. I'm sorry, but I'm not falling asleep.
Shit. So so what do you think? What do you think? You should mind his business? Or you think that this is regular practice?
No, mind your business. Why are you telling?
Now, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Do you not think that, okay, so I'm a billionaire, right? We say that, and the most thing, these the same reporters who constantly say NBA players, don't they? Because you be watching sports, don't I know you be hearing them say, oh, these players, LeBron James is underpaid. How many times you heard them say that? How many
A
times
few.
they say that
A
all
few.
these players
I
are
don't agree
underpaid?
with that.
But it actually is true.
You think
Think
so?
about it. Okay, so LeBron plays in Cleveland and then leave the city and the whole economy of the city goes down.
You know what? My thing is, I don't think any athlete, any NBA player, because I don't want to group all the athletes, I don't think any of them are underpaid.
They are all underpaid.
I don't believe that.
Because then the salary cap. All right, so who do you think put more butts and seats on a daily night? Shohei Ohtani or LeBron James? You know who Shohei
Well, Tony's a
Ohtani is?
baseball player, right?
Mm-hmm. Who you think makes more money though? So what I'm saying, like in a non-salary cap sport, like baseball, you could pay Ohtani what? What are you making? $800 million? LeBron is getting what? $50 million? So yeah, if I'm a billionaire and I find another way to put these players, and I'm sure that this shit is common practice,
Mm-hmm.
it makes fucking sense. But for somebody to go out their way to purposely, deliberately, like dissect an organization, first of all, I'm gonna say this, Pablo. You go near my motherfucking Knicks, my nigga, and I promise you, I'll be out there looking for your ass, my motherfucking self.
Pablo, holla at me. I'm gonna get you a ticket. Get your buddy
You
pass.
go near my Knicks with this bullshit, talking this bullshit, Pablo, you gonna have a problem. A serious problem. You have a problem, Pablo. Stay the fuck away from my Knicks. But stop being nosy, man. Let Kawhi get his money, even though it sounds like what it sounds like happened is they were doing what they were supposed to been doing, and it sounded like Kawhi was kind of sick of his family double dipping in his pocket. So he
Mm-hmm.
tried to put them in a position so they could get their own money.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Uncle Dennis got greedy.
Mm.
And that's how all this shit got this bullshit. And then they was sloppy with the paper trail.
Mm.
You can't run a scam with a scam company, cuz. You double scamming. You can't double dip on the scam, man. But why would you expect the Clippers not to double dip on the scam? They the motherfucking Clippers. While we on sport, football came back.
Yay! DC4L.
I did
Please
not.
say something. Come on.
I have not. I have not checked on the score tonight. Yeah, I ain't really been on. My Chiefs was 0-2.
Now they're your Chiefs. Okay.
Yeah, my
That ain't
Chiefs
always been
0-2.
your squad.
Yeah, my squad always been the Raiders until Patrick Mahomes went to the Chiefs. But I love, all right, so this one, the
That ain't who
Raiders
you
is my
told me your
team.
squad was, but
The
okay.
Raiders is my team, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Patrick Mahomes is my favorite player. But I can't root for the Chiefs because they wear too much red. So I got to keep the Raiders as my team, but they suck. So I get to root for but I'm rooting for the Chiefs, but I'm not really rooting for the Chiefs. I'm rooting for Patrick Mahomes, but not the Chiefs. But he played for the Chiefs, so it's kind of like they are my Chiefs. But I'm a Raiders fan. Either way, we ain't
When
looking
you
good.
become a Raiders fan, you didn't tell me that.
What fan I told you I was?
You told me you
I ain't
like
no
the Jets.
Giant fan.
You told me you like the Jets.
I ain't never been no motherfucking Jet fan. Ain't
Well,
nobody
you
in my
told me.
life
Why
that
you
ever
tell me
told
that
you
then?
that is cap. You was capping
You
hard
told
than a
me you was a
motherfucker.
Jets fan.
I ain't
That's
never
what you
been
told
no
me.
Jets fan
Then why you tell me
ever
that?
in life.
Then
I
why
ain't
you
never
told me
told you
that?
no
So now
shit.
you lying
I
to me?
might have been a Cowboy fan and once upon my life when D played for the
We don't
Cowboys
need your
before I was
kind,
ever a
sir.
fucking
We
Jets
don't need
fan.
your kind, sir. You told me
I
you was a
don't, but
Jets fan.
listen, I wouldn't even tell nobody that.
Okay. Okay. Now you want to sit there and
I
lie
would
on
claim that
camera.
before I claimed the Jets.
Claim
I would
what?
claim Dion on the 49ers
Boy,
before I
you better
claim the
go.
Jets. I
You
would
told me
never
you was a
claim a
Jets fan.
Cowgirls.
Then
I
why
would
you
never
lie?
claim the Cowgirls, ever.
Cowgirls? Who is that?
Cowgirl, the
Who
Dallas
was that?
Cowgirl. The
Who
Dallas
is that? Your
Cowgirls.
girlfriend? She a cowgirl?
Dallas Cowgirls.
Your girlfriend do reverse cowgirl? I mean, I don't understand. What's the
The
conversation?
Dallas Cowgirls.
No, that's not a team.
That
You
that
told me
team
you was
that
a
that
Jets
team
fan.
that's over there on your couch, that throw
You told me you was a
that you
Jet.
need to
Don't
throw
worry about what
away.
we got going on. Worry about your Jets.
I ain't no Jets fan.
You told me you was. You shouldn't have
I
lied.
ain't never tell you no.
Told you
Y'all
trying to have
listen
a
to Squishy if you
conversation.
want. I ain't never told Squishy I was no goddamn Jets fan.
He did.
Capping.
He told me he liked the New York Jets.
Squishy is capping. I ain't never
No, I'm
told
not.
Squishy nothing
That's
about
what he
no
told me.
damn
Then
Jets.
all of a sudden he liked the Raiders, and then it's the Chiefs. Do y'all see the inconsistencies of him bouncing around? You can't trust people like
Look,
this. Why
first
are we
of all,
here?
I was always a Raiders fan. I've been a Raiders fan since they drafted Charles Woodson. The day that the Raiders drafted, before the Raiders, I was a Deion Sanders fan. So I was on whatever team Deion Sanders was on. That's what team I was on. Then when the Raiders drafted Charles Woodson, I became a Raiders fan that day.
Let
And
me
I
call
stuck
your
with the
mama
Raiders
because I'm
ever
sick of
since.
this. I
Even
know
when
she
he
raised
left
you
and went
better
to
than this.
Green Bay, I stayed with the Raiders. And then when Patrick Mahomes went to the Chiefs, I fuck with Patrick Mahomes, but I can't root for.
Why
I
you
can't
like Patrick
be a Chiefs
Mahomes?
fan.
Why you
That
like
boy
Patrick
nice.
Mahomes?
That boy nice. I just like the way he play.
Oh, really? What about his style of play do you like?
That boy nice. That boy Jordan. That's Jordan.
Ain't never seen. Boy, he ain't even.
That
When
is
did you discover
Jordan. He
Patrick
better
Mahomes?
than that. He better than that.
When did you discover Patrick Mahomes?
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M?
What is Texas A&M? What school he went to?
You
What
tell
the
me,
school he
Patrick
went to in
Mahomes fan.
Texas?
I don't think it was A&M. No, but go ahead, go off.
I forgot. I may be saying the wrong
I'm
school.
sure
I
you
know it
did
was one of
forget
them
because your
Texas
ass like the
schools.
Jets. That's why you forgot. You don't like
I
no
remember one of them
Lions.
Texas schools.
One of them Texas schools. Which one?
I can't remember the Texas school, but it was one of them Texas schools.
Okay.
He was Red Raider, I think.
So then who are the Red Raiders?
That boy was nice. He was nice in college and he was nice in the Chiefs. Got Alex Smith, bum ass up out of here. So look. And I was an Andy Reid fan because I left when Michael Vick, I left the Raiders and went to the Falcons when Vick was with the Falcons. Then Vick got locked up, came home. I was the Eagles fan. That's when me and my brother was united as Eagles fan until Vick left. Then I went to Patrick Mahomes. I went back to the Raiders for a little while after Vick left the Eagles, but I followed Andy Reid over to the Chiefs.
Mm. And where he come from? Where he come from?
I'm 60-40 Raiders, 60-40 Raiders, Patrick Mahomes fan. 60% Raiders, 40% Patrick Mahomes. And they in the same conference, though. It's a very difficult thing for me, but mind your business. Don't talk about my fandom. Better
And when
than
Jets
Squeaky
come
punk
in,
ass
and you told me you like the
cowgirl.
Jets. Is it because
I
you
ain't
from
never
New
told
York?
you I'm no debt, no damn jet.
Is
But
it
we
because
gonna
you
close
from New
out the
York?
show tonight with this week SNA, and it go to you ever heard of Patrick Bet David of Valuetainment? Squishy,
What did he do?
huh?
What did he do?
So Patrick Beck David, you
That's the
went
guy
on
that
camp.
compared. I know who you're talking about. Go ahead. Carry on.
So Patrick Beck David, you get this week's SNA.
Mm.
You went on camera and said, to me, Charlie Kirk is the equivalent of MLK. Some could even say he's bigger than MLK. You even ranked his assassination top 4 in the last 70 years. You've ranked assassination with JFK, RFK, and MLK. Nah, we ain't doing that. That's lazy history, cuz. You ain't getting that shit off. Now, I got some type of voice. Martin Luther King organized Boy Scouts, wrote letters, boycotts, wrote letters from jail. Blend, wait. I wrote a monologue and I'm trying to read it, but it ain't coming off right, so I'm gonna just go off the head. First of all, Martin Luther King was out here putting in work for our people, cuz. Point blank, period. And even at a time when he really shouldn't have, maybe more than ever when he really shouldn't have been fucking with y'all people because y'all people was who killed him, He was trying to unite you people with us. And he really kept us off y'all ass, if you really keeping it a buck. Because we wanted to get at y'all for a minute. But the men really kept us off y'all ass. So with Charlie Kirk built a brand telling America who to fear, who to blame, who to shout out, and he also had the right to speak without getting killed. Both true, right? But if you running around saying crazy shit and offending everybody and getting on people, see, the people who you offended trans people. There's people that love trans people. You offend black people. It's white people that love black people. See, that's what's happening with you whites. Y'all trying to condemn the whites who decided, like, hey, I want to make the world a better place and stop this hatred shit. Y'all trying to bring them over, but y'all forgetting that they love the people who you speaking about. And sometimes it's too late. And they ain't sick of y'all shit. So no matter what y'all try to do, if you saying shit like, if I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, oh boy, I hope he's qualified. Like, if you're talking about gang banging, if you're talking about church and state, you've been disrespected everybody from everywhere, and then you want somebody to have sympathy for you, and you want somebody, you want to compare it to a man who almost, if he had lived, I think had he lived, he would have united the world. And that's why you killed him. So a man who was actively trying to divide the world, you want to compare to the legacy of a man who was actively trying to bring the world together. So here's where I land this and why you get SNA. I don't care about Charlie Kirk. I'm a strong believer in keeping that same energy. So the same way I felt about him when he was alive, like I said earlier, I feel now. Like I said earlier, no child should be without their father, no family should be without their rock, but the universe would always find its way back to you, whatever energy that you put out there. I defend your right to talk wild, and it's my right to clap back with fact, but I won't let you downgrade Dr. King into a prop while upgrading the man who said prowling black into a prop, who said prowling black. I can't even pronounce the fucking word right. I hate reading off this shit, but he has to take for it, we keeping it fit. I'm not gonna let you pump up a nigga who is disrespectful to my people, yo. So let's have an honest talk if you want. If you want to talk about this shit, then start with the first conversation. If you want to compare Charlie Kirk to MLK, say racism still exists. Say that we're still living in a racist society. Say that first before you say anything. And the next time you want to talk about listing assassination, can we make the conversation white on white crime? White on white crime? Because guess who killed who in all those assassinations that you named? White person. Killer wasn't black. Who he said he ranked the assassination like it was a sports event. He said top 4 assassinations in the last 70 years. JFK, white man. RFK, white man. MLK, white man. Charlie Kirk, white man. So at what point we gonna talk about you violent ass white people? Who's the murderer? Who's engaging in gang violence? Where's the real ghettos at? Is it us who are poor, trying to figure this out, trying to figure out a way out of our neighborhood and are fighting over crumbs and killing each other over aggression and attention because nobody else sees us? Or is it you spoiled motherfuckers who want to walk in churches, walk in schools, walk in places where nobody did nothing to you and kill innocent people just because you had a bad day or because you fucking retarded? Fuck Valuetainment as a motherfucking podcast, corporation, and a motherfucking crew. Fuck Donald Trump, fuck MAGA, all y'all could suck my dick. And that's on Crip. Sec Report, and we out this bitch. Fuck out of here.